Hello, everyone. My name is Armin. I'm a new home consultant with Lennar Homes in Orange County and LA County. This is a presentation that I would like to do for Lexington since there are a lot of questions about it, and we are not going to have a model home for them. It's a new way of selling. For that reason, I'm making this presentation. If you have any questions about the community, I will be happy to help. Also, any other Lennar communities throughout Orange County and LA County, I will be happy to assist. So Lexington is a project located in Orange County in Irvine off the Jamboree and 405. This is how it's going to look like ultimately. But overall, about the project, there are going to be 4 different buildings, A, B, C, and D, off Jamboree and Michelson. They are a part of Central Park West, which is the master plan. Lexington site is around 5.9 acres, 285 homes, and 9 different floor plans. There will be 10,000 retail area down here under Building C, and this is the outdoor area for the retail area. They are all 7-story buildings and 1 floor of underground parking, 2 levels of parking, but 1 of them is underground. As you see here, for those who are familiar with area, there is no pedestrian bridge, but city toward the end of this year is going to build the bridge over the Jamboree, which is very nice. It's going to connect this side to the other side, which we have the shopping center, with Mother's Market, with LA Fitness, and all the shops in there. I do apologize about the noise around me. I am in one of our sites in Anaheim, just in case you're interested. We have a project over there also, but there is construction all around going on. Okay, so it is important to note because the number of the floor plans we have, there are 9, but we're going to build different number from each floor plan. For example, plan 125, as you see, plan 2 and plan 6, we don't have that many of them, 5 and 7 homes, mostly in building D. Plan 4, which is one of the most popular floor plans, which are always on the corner, we have 68 of them. Plan 5, 50 of them. And plan 9, which is 2-story townhome within the building, we have 9 of them. It doesn't mean that plan 2 is better than plan 4. It's just because of the building and the layout, we didn't have a chance to build equal number of homes for each floor plan. There are a lot of amenities, which I explain to you later on also, but this is the accessory retail area. This is the outdoor space. This is going to be a very nice, I heard, waterfall or water fountain. And right in front of us, we have the bridge. This is building B's lobby. There is going to be some sort of circle that cars can come in and drop off and pick up people or load and leave the community. This is the exclusive dog park for Lexington residents, which is fenced. You can let your dogs go off the leash. How the bridge is going to look like. It's a very modern looking bridge. City is very excited about it. This is how it's going to look like on the top of the bridge when you're passing. And it's going to have LED lighting throughout. It can change color. It's going to be very nice. As far as parking goes, there will be 538 parkings assigned to the residents, 116 guest parkings, a total of 654. And we will consider 20 EV charging parking spaces. And there will be bicycle storage areas. This is how the underground level of the parking looks like, and this is the ground floor parking. The blue ones are all the guest parkings. One thing to disclose at this point: everything that I'm explaining to you over here is subject to change. So please be mindful of it before you sign the contract. Please confirm any of the information that I'm sharing with you, which is essential and important to you. This is the look of the lobby of building B, and this is the circle I told you that you can make a U-turn and leave, and this is the access to the parking. One thing to consider is that the Lexington it always has different levels. For example, building A is back here, but if you can imagine, building A podium, the area around it is elevated compared to the lobby of building A. It's a little bit hard to imagine, but there are different levels. This is a dog park. This is building D, and this is building C. This is one of the lobbies and how they look like, very modern. As far as taxes goes, we have Melrose and we have other special assessments. So ultimately, when comes to taxes, you will pay three different type of taxes. You will have base property tax at 1.11497% of the purchase price. You have your Melrose, which is off the square footage of the building, and also there is another tax, another special assessment for the Santa Ana Unified School District, which is also based on the square footage of the building. Total extra taxes are not much relatively for new construction. It's going to be anywhere from right around 2,000 to maximum 4,000 per year. And that sums up the quick introduction. After this, I'm going to jump on another presentation, which gives you a little bit more detail about the community. Again, everything that you see here is subject to change. Please confirm it with me before you sign the contract. I'm also on WeChat if it is more convenient for you, and also on Instagram if you want to stay in touch. As I mentioned, also we have other communities, excuse me, Anaheim, Whittier, which are currently selling, Montebello, West Covina, Fountain Valley, and Huntington Beach coming up. So if you're interested in any of these communities, let me know and I will be happy. So I want to dive in a little bit more in depth about the Lexington now that we know more about it. Let's go first of all to the amenities. As I mentioned before, Lexington is a part of the Central Park West. Imagine Central Park West as the bigger neighborhood, and there are different collections within Central Park West. So in Lexington, residents have access to the clubhouse of the Central Park West. There is a pool, there is a lot of areas to hang out. You have parks. You have Rockefeller Park, which has a mini tennis court. It has a playground. There is a very nice gym that you can access, and obviously outdoor areas. In addition to that, Lexington has a smaller clubhouse. It's not a huge gym. It's a smaller version of a gym, but you will have all the essentials to work out. There will be multiple areas for entertainment, barbecue areas, outdoor spaces, and also a dog park. But if I go back to the site, this is the actual site of the Lexington, which is off Jamboree and Michelson Drive again. 4 different buildings, building A, building B, building C, and building D, a total of 285 homes. Each building will have its own lobby. Building B has a kind of loading and unloading area with a circle which cars can come in, drop off and pick up people or load. And this is the access to the lobby, but all 4 buildings have their own lobbies. This is the barbecue area that we saw the rendering for. And this is the dog park. And there is a little bit of a gathering area over here. This section, which I'm going to zoom out, under building C on the ground floor, is going to be a retail area. From what we hear, is going to be some sort of indoor outdoor restaurants, which this is the outdoor area, and there will be some sort of waterfall or water fountain here. The bridge, pedestrian bridge, which will be built over Jamboree, will be here, which connects this side of Jamboree to the other side, that you can go to the shopping center across from it. So this gives you a better view. This is the ground floor of parking spaces, and basically it connects throughout. The 4 buildings are above the parkings, but the parking area, you can access the entire parking floor throughout. This is where the retail area is going to be, and this is the outdoor area. This is the water fountain, and the bridge is going to be here. I'm going to focus on building A, and building A, as you see, is going to be located here. So there are 7 stories in building A, but the first floor, the ground floor, is going to be pretty much all the parkings and also the lobby. This is the lobby. So if you're on the ground floor parking, you park your car over here, you go to the lobby, you take the elevator and you go to your floor. Or if you have a guest, they come in this way, they enter the lobby and then they take the elevator and they go up. As you see, the parking spots which have numbers, those are assigned parkings for the residents, and these are all guest parkings. And we have another level of parkings, which obviously they are all assigned, which is underground. Let me go to building A and focus on building A since we're studying building A first. Let's go, for example, to level 6. When you take the elevator up, you come here. There are 2 elevators. You come, for example, to the 6th floor, and there is a hallway, and we have homes on both sides. There are 2 sets of emergency staircases in case of emergencies, and this is the trash chute system, the shooting system for the trash. As far as the floor plan goes, plan floors are always on 3 corners of the building. These 3 corners are plan 3. The other corner is plan 8. So each floor, this is repeated. We have 1 corner plan 8 and the other 3 corners are plan 4. And the other floor plans are in the middle. And please note that there is no plan 2 or plan 6 in building A. We will have these floor plans in future buildings, but in this building, we don't have these 2. One thing that I want to point out is the fact that this side of the building, homes are looking into Jamboree, and this side, they look into the inside of the community. If I close this out, you see this building, there are 2 rows of the homes, 1 row here, which looks into Jamboree. There is another row here, which looks inside the community. So being off the Jamboree, you may hear a little bit from the street, but on the flip side, they have very nice views. You can look over the shopping center. You can see the mountains. It has very nice views. There is an exception in building A. So all the floors are pretty much the same, the setup of the home, except floor 2. Before I go down to floor 2, if you look at the balconies, you see each floor plan will have a balcony one way or another. There are different sizes, obviously, but this changes when we go to the 2nd floor. And the reason for it is the fact that the entire community of the Lexington is not in one level. They are different levels. Excuse me, but I have to go back here again. So from this side, when you come inside the lobby, as I mentioned, it is the 1st floor. But the interesting part is this section, if I can show it correctly, this section, which we call it podium, is more elevated compared to this section and more elevated compared to this section. So here, there is some sort of wall which creates that elevation between this podium and the street. First floor is all lobby, is the lobby and all the parkings. But when you go to the 2nd floor, this side is level with the podium. So I hope I can make it clear. So this section, this is the 2nd floor. It is technically on the 2nd floor when you compare it to York on this side. But when you look inside the podium, it is level with the podium area. For that reason, all the homes on this side, on the 2nd floor, they have a bigger front porch. You see, it's a bigger front porch. These are landscaping. For example, this front porch, you can come in, come to the porch from your living area, and then there is a gate also that you can open and go to the podium. So this is the only difference on different floors. And if I go to the 3rd floor, for example, you see that these podiums, these front porches will switch to a balcony, as you see. The other thing that I want to mention is plan nines. Plan nines are the only floor plans which are in two floors within the building. For that reason, we will have plan nines only on the fourth or sixth floor. Let me go to the sixth floor. So this is sixth floor. These are plan nines, which are always in the middle in building A, and they look inside. What happens is when you come out of the elevator, for example, this unit, you go inside, you go to your unit, you have the kitchen, you have the living area, you have a bathroom, and you have a bedroom. Then if you see here, there is a set of staircases that you can go to the second floor, which is going to be seventh floor. On the seventh floor, you cannot go out of the unit. So if you want to exit, you have to go back to the first floor and exit. On the second floor, you have a den, you have your owner's suite, and you have another bedroom. There are so many details about the community, which I really cannot cover it all. I'm going to skip on building B and building C and building D because we are selling building A and we are focused on building A. I think I'm going to end actually, let me explain about the directions too. So this is north. This is south, this is west, and this is east, just in case your directions are important to you. I'm going to end my presentation here, but please let me know if you have any questions. I will be available to get on a private call with you one-on-one and explain everything based on your needs and requirements. Thank you so much, and talk to you soon.